Hey guys, it's Sarah. All right, so today I'm going to be working on a Mini Monday layout for Annabelle's album, and I'm going to be doing an 8.5 by 11. That's the size of her album. If you saw last week, I showed you what her album looks like currently, and I'm going to have about 9 or 10. I think I added one more layout to my plan, so I think I'm going to have 10 more layouts to put in her album, and then this will be a complete album since she did pass away in June. So I'm going to work on one today, and I'm going to be doing this picture right here. And this picture doesn't tell a particular story, but I have a story I want to tell, and this was just a really cute picture of her, and I'm just going to talk about the nickname that my girls had for her. So I'm going to be doing that. And guess what I'm using today, guys? I'm using a hip kit. I used to subscribe to Hip Kit I think I started in 2015, and I went through 2017. I think the last one I had was March of 2017. So from, I think, October of 2015 through March of 2017, I subscribed to HipKit. And I used most of my kits, but I still have quite a few. I think I have 7 kits that I have not touched at all. So I'm going to use one for some projects for this month. So I pulled out one that I thought would work for a few different plans for layouts that I have, and I'm going to be using it on some of these layouts. So this is the October 2016 Hip Kit, and there is a lot of Maggie Holmes and Dear Lizzie in here, and so I'm going to be using this kit for this layout, and then I have a few other layouts that I thought I could definitely use this kit with as well. Obviously this kit is no longer available because it is very, very old, but I still have it intact. I have all my hip kits still all together, so I wanted to go ahead and start using them up. You know, there's no point in having them if you're not going to use them, right? So I'm going to use it today for sure, and then it'll be featured in a few other layouts coming up here soon too as well. But yeah, so I'm going to do an 8.5 by 11 of this one here, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And I am watching Scandal, and if you're interested in TV shows that I'm planning to watch soon, I also have on my BookTube channel, I have a few videos where I talk about TV shows that I plan to binge watch, and I'll pick, 4 or 5 TV shows that I plan to just binge the whole thing, or binge whatever I can, whatever's available, and then I do like a follow-up and talk about what I thought of those shows. But I do have one up of shows I'm currently binging. Scandal is one of them. So if you're interested in that, I will leave a link to that video down below of, I think I picked 4 or 5, I want to say I picked 5 maybe, TV shows that I plan to binge here soon. But if you're interested, I'll leave that link down below. That is on my other channel, but just in case you're interested, especially since I just did my TV show bullet journal. So yeah. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get started on this one now. All right, so for Annabelle, I'm going to be doing an 8.5 by 11 like I talked about, since that's the size of her album, and I'm using this October Hip Kit. And I want to pick my background first, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what paper I'm going to use. I'm just going to make sure I go through everything first, but I really like this one right here from Simple Stories, and I just really like the way that it's very blocky, and the picture will just sit nicely right there at the intersections, if you will. And then I'm going to pull the cut apart sheet as well, because I'm going to use one of those for my journaling spot. And then I'm also going to pull this Maggie Holmes paper here and use it as a layering piece, because I really like the way it ends up looking. And I just like the way it sits across 2 rows of these kind of strips of patterns, I guess, if you will, on here. And so I'm going to use this to back my picture, and I really, really like the way it ends up looking. All right, so I'm going to cut down my background paper to 8.5 by 11. And then I will cut out my journaling piece from this paper here, which is by We Are Memory Keepers. And I'm just cutting out
a little lined card there, and then part of the branding strip had bows on it, and I really like the way that looks on there, so I'm going to keep it on there. Normally I cut it off, but it's cute, so I'm going to use that. All right, for my title, I'm going to spell out the word Belly, and this is the nickname that my girls had for Annabelle. They called her Belly, and I'm using the Hip Kit letter stickers, and I'm trying to remember, they're kind of like puffy stickers. That's kind of the consistency of them, or the material. They're not enamel, but they feel like puffy stickers almost. And then from this American Crafts little wood veneer package, I'm going to use the 2 hearts there, and then I'm going to go through this Dear Lizzie die cut pack as well and pull out a few things to use on here. And this is all from the Hip Kit for October of 2016. I cannot believe how old this is, and I'm just now using it, but all right, I'm getting it used. That's the important thing, right? So I'm pulling out a few things here. I have a couple tags that I thought would be cute to layer up behind something. I have this little scallop gold piece. I have that gold banner, and I'm gonna end up using all of these on here. And I really like the way these tags look, just kind of peeking out from behind the journal spot, and it brings out some of the colors. And I'm going to use the scallop right next to the journal spot as well, and then like everything that I just put down, that's where everything's going to end up being, so it works out nicely. And I'm looking at these stickers, but there's nothing on here that I am thinking about, just because this is a smaller canvas and those are really large words, so it would take up way too much room, so those are not going to work out, which is totally fine. I'll save them for another layout, a 12 by 12 something. All right, I really like how everything is looking, so I'm going to go ahead and start sticking things down. I'm going to do my journaling here, and then while I'm doing that and putting some things down, I will tell you the story, I guess. Layla is the one who kind of came up with the nickname Belly, and I don't really even know how it happened. She just one day started calling her Belly or Annabelle or something, and then it turned into Belly. And so then before long, you know, both the girls were calling her that. Josh and I never called her that, but the girls did. So, and pretty soon she started answering to it if they called her. So it was pretty cute. Yeah, that's the story. That's all I really had. But Brody didn't really have nicknames. I would call him Buddy a lot, but that was kind of it. So, but Annabelle, you know, she had an official nickname from the girls, so that was cute. All right, so I put some pink and white twine through the loops of the tags there. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down on the side. I'm doing it from behind here with my ATG, and I'm just making sure I get a lot of adhesive on there so that they don't shift or anything. I'm going to go ahead and stick that down, and then put the picture down on top of that. And my gold banner is going to go right up at the top here. Kind of overlap the picture a little bit, and then I'm going to put the hearts here. I'm going to use some red line tape to put those down. I wasn't sure if my ATG would do the best job, just because the backs of these, you know, they're wood, but they feel a little different. I don't know if it had a certain finish on it or not, so I'm just going to use red line tape just to be safe. But I'm going to put the 2 hearts right up here, and then the single heart down in the opposite corner on the bottom. And now I'm going to work on my title. So I do have the word Belly out there, but I'm going to put the word nickname up above that. And what I'm going to do is I am going to go find my scissors, because my girls decided to use them for something and I have to go find them. They were in the bathroom. I don't want to know why they were in the bathroom, but they were. So I got those. And I'm cutting the word nickname out of these little letter tiles. Now these were actually sent to me from Nicole Jones, and her channel is Nicole Jones 911. I'll leave her link down below. I'm sure you all subscribe to her. But just in case. And she had this stamp and die cut set where you could make your own little letter tiles, and she ended up sending me a package one time and included a ton of those. She just made a bunch for me, so I'm going to try to start pulling those out here more often. But I used those to spell out the word nickname, so it's nickname Belly. And then I am going to use some of these enamel dots. These were just sitting on my desk. These are not part of the kit, but I liked these colors of the enamel dots on here, and I'm not sure who manufactured these. They came in something, I think, and I just had them sitting in my little tin. So I'm going to use those. And then I feel like something is needed underneath the title. I feel like it's not being grounded very well. So I'm going to look at a couple papers here, but then I end up pulling out my washi tape, and I'm going to try to find a color that's complementary. And I'm looking at the blues, and I'm trying to maybe try to match that navy, but I don't have a really dark navy that goes well. So I'm going to end up using one of the lighter blues to kind of match this right here, the tile that this is on. And I'm going to use this one. It's kind of a grid pattern, and I have to kind of take some of it off. And I'm going to tear it in half, and then use half of it underneath the word belly to kind of ground it, and then I'm going to use the other half underneath the journaling spot here. And I kind of have to maneuver this just a little bit because it's true Sarah form. I put down the washi tape after after I put everything else down. But that is going to be it, guys. That is my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I have some close-ups coming up here for you. And yep, that is the story of Annabelle's nickname. All right, thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.